Today, my neighbors and fellow Queens residents, I say enough. Today, I stand before you not as a neighbor of College Point, not as a resident of Whitestone, Bayside, Flushing, or any other neighboring community. Today, I stand before you as a lifelong resident of Queens, a Queens resident fed up with all the Queens has had to endure. Police Academy, police impound yard, sanitation transfer station, all right here in College Point. Today, my neighbors and fellow Queens residents, I say enough. We are not here to protest the homeless, which is what they want you to believe. No. Today, we are here to protest the dangerous and ill-conceived placement of a transitional 200 all-male warehousing shelter, a transitional shelter. This is not a shelter for women, children, and/or families. This is not affordable housing. These are 200 men, some transitioning from prison, some registered sex offenders, and God knows what else. A 200 all-male shelter in the middle of several schools, one of which is an all-female school, a recipe for disaster, putting our children and our teenage daughters in possible harm's way. Ladies and gentlemen, a 200 male shelter with no real access to public transportation, how will they get to their medical appointments? Their probation officers. How? I keep saying a 200 all-male shelter. In reality, that number is apparently an unofficial cap, and it can go up to 300 if not more, which we all know means more. Why are they doing this? Simple. The owner stands to make at a minimum $1,000 a month profit per person. Multiply that by 200 a month on the backs of our homeless men that are being warehoused at the expense of our safety, our quality of life, our communities, our Queens. Again, in 2018, why is New York City warehousing the homeless? Why are we not creating real affordable housing? Why are we using these men as a means of profit for wealthy, politically connected developers? Willits Point is a hop, skip, and a jump away. It's destitute. Build the shelter here. It's accessible to the subway, giving these men an opportunity to get to work programs, rehab programs, mental health visits, doctor's visits, etc. Why not build the community instead of destroying an existing one? I only use Willits Point as an example. I was part of the fight to stop the land theft and was an initial plaintiff of the lawsuit we won. So I have a vested interest in seeing something good come of it. My point is there are better, safer, more humane options. This is not one of them. 200 men warehoused in a building with no real transportation, with no real access to job training. Let's address the real issues causing much of the homelessness. Better drug programs, mental health facilities, healthcare and job training. Let us truly turn the tide. The federal government is moving in to take over New York Housing Authority, and we ought to trust the same people with homeless warehouses? In what world? Our borough presidents of the past have been silent. Many have attempted to profit personally off the backs of Queens residents. Our current borough president, while better than those of the past, is running for district attorney. She has been dead silent on the issue. It appears we are once again left alone, but we are Queen strong. We will not go quietly into the night.